What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Tennessee Football Talk. My name is Joey Petersen, trying to keep you guys as up to date as we can. Got another at-home video for you guys. It is Sunday, so that means we are overreacting to yesterday's 45-26 win over Syracuse, and I'm so excited to get into it. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, okay? Whether we are back home in Dallas in our studios at Chat Sports or whether we are on the road Labor Day weekend in Boston, Massachusetts, we've got you covered right here on Tennessee Football Talk. So if you haven't yet, join us today. Subscribe. It's 100% free to do so. We'll keep you covered all season long. I want to start again today with where I think you guys all want me to start, and that's with Joey football, okay? I think that the more I rewatched last night's highlights, the more I kind of looked into yesterday's box score statistics and just kind of reevaluated the film aspect of everything, I was really, really impressed with what Joey Aguilar was able to do against Syracuse, especially in the lack of time from him coming to Knoxville, getting integrated in this offense, getting integrated in this system, and then actually when week one rolled around for him. The thing that makes Tennessee's offense so hard to run is all of the pre and post snap reads, right? With pretty much every single offense, the quarterback is going to be in charge of reading the defense pre and post snap. But the thing that makes it so hard with Tennessee's offense is they run so many what's called wide receiver choice routes, which the wide receiver then reads the opposing defense, and he runs a specific route, a particular route based on the coverage that the defense is showing, what the cornerback does in front of him. So as a quarterback, you have to read what the defense is doing pre-snap, read what the defense is doing post-snap, and then read what you think the wide receiver is going to do based on what that defense is doing. We've talked about it a lot already on the channel, how difficult that is, and that's going to be something that's really, really hard to do and pick up on really quickly. But I think something that we've seen from Joey just after 1 week that impressed me a lot is it seems like that's already really fluid, right? I talked yesterday about his touchdown, rolling out to the left, hitting Star Thomas on the left side of the end zone. He's going through his progressions, which is what we didn't see really from Nico last year. And I'll tell you this, I watched a little bit of that UCLA-Utah game last night, and that still really isn't something that's a part of Nico Iamaleava's game, right? He still is not really excelling at going through progressions and actually playing quarterback. What Nico liked to do and what he still likes to do is he likes to throw to his first read. He likes to play catch, right? This play is designed for this guy to get open, and if he's open, I will throw it at him and I will hit him. But if that guy's not open, which I'll be honest with you, that happens 60% of the time, he's not able to make that next throw and that next progression. We saw Joey Aguilar be able to do that. And that's kind of why I feel like he's going to be such a good fit in this offense, and I feel like that's the ultimate reason why he got that starting nod a couple of weeks ago. Josh Heupel is and was looking for somebody who feels like he can run his offense at the highest ability, because Josh Heupel's offense is designed to get other people the ball and to get other people success in open space, okay? All you need to do as a quarterback is hit that guy open in open space. And then there's a couple times you'll have a deep shot right down the field with someone wide open. If you hit him, then that's going to help you a ton, and Joey Aguilar was able to do that yesterday, okay? And I love the fact you're going into week 2. You got ETSU on the schedule next, right before Georgia. I don't want to say treat this as a kind of get right game, but treat this as a game where you've got to work out all the kinks that you can, right? So that way, by the time Georgia rolls around September 13th, week 3, you are ready to go. I don't think we can talk about Joey without also mentioning the offensive line. They were so incredibly impressive as well. I think Lance Hurd graded out as the third highest player on this team. 70 snaps for him, a 76.2 grade. He was phenomenal, right? And I think a lot of this team and a lot of this offense, or offseason, I should say, we are focusing on and thinking about, okay, is Lance Hurd going to be able to make that jump? Because you saw it in flashes last season, right? You saw some really great things, but then the Arkansas game rolled around. Some other games rolled around, and you didn't see a lot that was great from him. Well, it looks like he's got a good amount of things figured out already, okay? They always say the biggest jump in your year for a college player is going from year 2 to year 3, okay? This is year 3 for Lance Hurd. It's been his freshman year with LSU. Transferred to Tennessee last year. That was year 2. This is year 3 when he's supposed to take that big jump, and he did, okay? Wendell Moe also graded out really, really high, a 72.8. Jesse Perry, 65.4. That's not bad at all, right? We knew there's going to be question marks with his offensive line, and what I saw yesterday, I get it. It's against Syracuse. You're going to play a much, much stronger front sevens across the season and in the SEC. But still, everything we've been able to see, that's all they've been able to show us, and I think we can be excited about that. And then obviously it's going to help running the football, right? DeSean Bishop, 90.4 overall grade in 24 snaps. He was your highest graded offensive player. I thought he looked phenomenal. We've said for a long time that him and Dylan Sampson run the ball similar type ways. Like they're very similar running backs, just in their builds, their running styles, their speed, their agility, their quickness. And I really, really liked everything that I saw out of DeSean Bishop and Star Thomas as well, right? Peyton Lewis didn't play as much, only 20 snaps, but I still liked a lot that I saw from him. The highest graded pass catcher was Miles Kitselman at 74.9. Outside of him, it was Braylon Staley with 73.1. Some of your lowest graded Vols, your lowest guy on that entire team was Ethan Davis at a 51.4 out of 40 snaps, okay? And so obviously that's not great. He's going to have to improve across the next couple of months, couple of weeks. He's got to get right by the time the Georgia game rolls around. Some of that, comes from drops. He wasn't, a great blocker yesterday either, but I've still got a lot of confidence in Ethan Davis and his athletic build and his profile and the skill that he has. If you go over the defensive side of the ball, your three highest graded players were Ty Redmond, defensive back, Colton Hood, defensive back, and Jalen McMurray as well. 60 snaps for Redmond, 86 for Colton Hood, 75.4. He was basically your highest graded. Redmond was 75.6. And I think it's a little bit more impressive for Colton because he played 26 more snaps than Ty Redmond did. We actually talked about Colton Hood a couple of weeks ago. It was a Sunday video. It went out, I think, 3 weeks ago, and I labeled it, the Tennessee Volunteers just pulled off highway robbery, because I thought the addition of Colton Hood came with a lot of I don't want to say question marks, but he bounced around. He went to Auburn, then he went to Colorado. You didn't really know how good he was going to be. You didn't really know how big of a role he was going to have to play. Obviously, when Jermon McCoy went down, his role got a lot bigger, but I think there was a big question mark. And everything he proved during training camp, I think everybody's really excited about his talent level and what he was going to be able to bring, and he was able to show that week one, right? Game one. Obviously, he had the scoop and score, the response for a touchdown, and that was phenomenal, but I just liked a lot that he was able to do. And I think I want to talk about and almost maybe even wrap up on, I think the biggest thing that I'm excited about from this team they showed me was their ability to respond. I think that is something that was missing a lot last year. And that's something we've already seen this year just in one game, okay? You have the fumble, miscommunication. You follow that up with the fumble recovery touchdown, right? Obviously, you responded to your defense having to punt the football away, causing an interception. You responded to them driving down and scoring with a 76-yard, one-play touchdown drive deep bomb. And I think that is the thing that I'm looking for with this team, is what is your competitive makeup? When the team across from you punches you in the face, scores a touchdown, creates a turnover, does something that you think could be a massive play and a massive change of momentum, how do you then respond to that? That's what takes a good team to a great team. That's what takes to a team that could make the playoff to a team that could compete for a national title. And I think yesterday I saw a lot that I really liked in that regard. Okay, again, it's week one. It's Syracuse. That's why we're calling this episode Overreaction Sunday, because that's all it is right now. All we can do is look at what we saw yesterday and try to draw some kind of observations from it. And that's what I observed, right? Every single time that this defense let up a big play, the offense responded. The offense made a big mistake. The defense responded, right? Now, sure, I would have loved this defense to close out the game a little bit better. Do I want to give up 26 points to Syracuse with Steve Angeli as that quarterback? No. I was not impressed by him in the slightest, and he still was able to kind of, I don't want to say go up and down the field on you at the end, but they were able to score some points, put some things together. Did I love that? No, I didn't, right? I love the way this defense played much better in the first half, but hey, everything that I saw from them from a response factor. If your offense goes 3 and out, what are you going to be able to do to get the momentum back in your hands on the defensive side of the football? I love how active this defensive line was and linebacker room was of getting their paws up, right? Not only did they have a lot of sacks, a lot of tackles for loss, I think 5 sacks, 7 TFLs, but they also were super active with their hands in the pass rush, right? They batted so many different balls down, and that just obviously ruins plays right there on the line. It's not as great as a sack, not as great as a tackle for loss, but it's the next best thing, okay? So there was a lot yesterday that I was excited about. There's a lot yesterday that needs to get fixed, needs to go forward, needs to get figured out, right? I need this defense to finish a little bit stronger than they did. I need this offense to, I think there was a lot of times Joey threw a ball too high, right? think there's a lot of times the wide receivers could have made catches on maybe not perfectly thrown balls. There's some things that need to get fixed, but everything we saw yesterday, I think I was excited about. That's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you got me followed on social media. You can find me on Twitter in the comment section and description of today's video. Also, if you guys have not done it yet, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's usually not out of a bedroom, okay? We're usually in the studio. We got a graphics package for you. We got everything as cool as we can. So join us today for unlimited daily coverage of your Tennessee Vols.